What causes dismissive avoidant attachment? Ever wonder why some people treat emotional closeness like a threat? Why they shut down when you cry or change the subject when things get deep? They weren't born this way, they were raised this way. A primary cause of dismissive avoidant attachment is having a caregiver who is consistently emotionally unavailable or unresponsive to their needs. These parents weren't always necessarily cruel. Many were well-meaning. They may have believed leaving their baby to cry would teach self-soothing. Instead, the child learned their needs don't matter. No one's coming to console them. After repeatedly trying for comfort and realizing caregivers consistently rebuff their attempts, the child shuts down. Common phrases these children heard include, "Big boys don't cry," "Be a big girl now," "Stop being so dramatic," "Toughen up." When a toddler falls, cries, and reaches out for reassurance, the caregiver repeatedly tells the child to stop crying, be strong, or toughen up instead of providing comfort. The child quickly learns their emotions are not worth expressing because they are met with indifference or rejection. The caregivers do not necessarily neglect the child in general. They are usually present. They provide food, shelter, safety, but they avoid emotional intimacy and are misattuned to the child's emotional needs. The parent might become overwhelmed when things get emotionally intense and withdraw, exactly when the child needs them most. If your parents didn't encourage outward expressions of emotions, telling you to toughen up after hurting yourself, or if your needs weren't met as a child, you develop the habit of meeting your own needs. The child makes a survival calculation and decides expressing emotions leads to rejection. Showing emotions and needs doesn't serve a functional purpose. Since needs were never regularly or predictably met as kids, they were forced to distance themselves emotionally and try to self-soothe. This built a foundation of avoiding intimacy and craving independence in later life. Children in this situation learn the best way to get their needs met by their parent is to act like they don't have any. They adapt by becoming removed from their own emotions and developing a pseudo-independent stance. This pseudo-independence becomes their identity. "I don't need anyone" is armor they built as a small child just trying to survive their environment. An adult who experienced emotional neglect as a child may frequently insist they don't need anyone, feel uneasy when a partner attempts emotional intimacy, or avoid sharing feelings openly, mirroring early learned patterns. The good news is that most people are able to manage avoidant attachment and improve relationships through therapy. Understanding where it came from is the first step toward healing. If this video was helpful, like and subscribe. I'm Molly from myavoidantx and allattachmentstyles.com. I post avoidant relationship content weekly.